I did some work on endangered and threatened medicinal plants. That was my subject of research, which continued for 10 years, where I could find that what is necessarily required, a policy and science link, a policy and practice link. We have a lot of things on technology in the department, but where there is a big gap in the policy, which is essentially needed for protecting particularly the biodiversity terms in terms of medicinal plants use. We have only 36% of tree species, whereas the lower house shrubs, climbers, we have enormous, 66%, and many of them are of medicinal value. But if you see the department as a whole, the linkage or the importance to the medicinal plants still lacking. If we consider the Wildlife Act, that is 1972, we have only 6 plants which has been given the Schedule 6. We do not have the plant schedule as such. So what I have done is, my thesis was seen by the Department of Environment of Tamil Nadu government, and they published it. And I have bought the copy also. Maybe tomorrow or day after I'll give it. But that is very voluminous and weight is about 1.5 kg. So, but what Dr. Our chairman, NBA chairman, he told these 5 things I'll be circulating to all the state biodiversity board. But however, your voluminous book, it is very difficult to go through for the policymakers. Therefore, it is need to be abridged. So it is, I'm kind enough to you, sir, for taking this, taking his kindness. The book was published, and I request these dignitaries, they can release this book on this occasion, and my colleagues from the different states also, they can be given this book, where I have mentioned what is the lacuna and what the science and what the even the forest officers as well as in the state biodiversity board in different levels, what extent of work we can do. And there is an enormous possibility that we, even the forest officer, not the tree, we should bring the medicinal plants as a main sector, where other than the other department, we take the major role. Here, let me tell one of the very things, very important. India is the second largest country in the world after China in exporting the medicinal plants. But what we do is get out of that even less than 0.5%. The main thing is the only 15% we cultivate in the land. 15% cultivation of medicinal plants is done in different places of the country. 85% it comes from either from the forest or wildlife or wild places and the natural areas. But what happened is the extraction or the selling or the is not done by the department other than the MFP or NTFP. We do sell only NTFP and MFP in the name. But the major things, who collects it and how it is collected and how it has been exported, how much benefit or the revenue exchequer it comes to the government of India is a big question, and that we have to check. In fact, the only 5.5% it comes to the India we get from the export. But if you see that there is a major role where the medicinal plants can play, and where the department as a whole, as we are the colleague of the forest department, we can make a role that medicinal plants would come in our place, and where the local community can be tied up with this. The tribal people, we have the 2006 Tribal Act. We have a role to play there, where the biodiversity, where the local community to be connected, where the forest officers or the biodiversity board or the national biodiversity board or the fellow feeling for the community, what he told is human support, human being support we can do. The technology what Dr. Joe told, there we can play a role, we collect it, process it, and destructive collections of the medicinal plants we can stop it. Anyway, this I have taken just a tempo, or Dr. I am thankful to you for giving this opportunity. I am thankful to all of you. Thank you. Okay. Sir, please. Part of the game it is. Just take it. Yeah, please. Ready, sir?